we're recording. Okay. So, again, just treat this like any normal conversation. It's not more like a back and forth kind of interview, like a Q&A. It's more like just treat it like any other conversation you would have with a person. I mostly want to hear from you. Like, I'll say bits here and there, but I want to know your thoughts and your feelings.
Okay.
So you talk your heart out. You look beautiful,
I
by
will.
the way.
Okay.
Okay, so, let me find, I had the photo, hold on. Okay.
Take your time.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so, what is your schedule like? What courses are you currently taking right now?
I am taking athletic training major courses, and then I have a extra Spanish course I'm taking.
Oh, okay. So, are those challenging for you? Like,
Spanish is challenging. The major courses are not, because I've learned last year more about my major, so it's easier this year.
so you go to a different college, right?
Yes. I go to West Liberty University in Wheeling.
Okay. Is it challenging to carry all the supplies you need for those classes, like heavy books or certain materials you'd need, like laptops?
No, not really, because most of our stuff is really online. Books. I have 2 books for my major, and usually I have my big backpack to help me, and it's very functional, and it has a lot of pockets and just really nice. So I just pack it up early in the morning, and I get on all my classes.
So you carry a bag with you to your classes.
Correct.
So, when you're shopping for a new bag, what do you look for in a bag?
Many, 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 many pockets.
So,
I have to have a lot of pockets.
so a lot of storage.
Correct.
So, if you had to choose, would you like consider either functionality or style?
Functionality. Style comes last. If if it's if it's a pretty bag, it catches my eye, but if it doesn't have a lot of pockets, I won't buy it. So it's pretty much the functionality definitely is the last thing I worry about. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes complete sense.
It's like the final thing I worry about. It's like, oh, okay, well, if this has pockets, I'm getting it.
Like, functionality is the main requirement, main condition.
Yes. Yes.
But it would be best of both worlds if you had both style and functionality.
Correct.
Okay, so how often would you say your sense of style changes?
Every day.
Every day?
I feel like a new person every day.
Do you like, how much time do you have between classes?
I try to organize my schedule enough that I try to have an hour between my classes, so I have time to, in case I forget something in the middle of the day, I can go back to my dorm. I live on a few hills, so I don't have to go up and down those hills very much. I try to really get everything I need early in the morning, so I try to prepare as early as I can. So I try to have an hour between my classes to either get my supplies or to eat.
Okay. How often do you replace your bag that you carry?
I try unless my bag is really like dirty or been like really used up, I try to not to replace it every year. But I like to get a new bag every year. New bag, new year, new me. It's just kind of nice.
So you often get a new bag every year because you want something new, something that's not so worn out and used like you had before.
Correct.
So you can say your backpack gets worn out by the end of the year.
Correct.
Okay, so what's the most challenging thing about going in between classes and carrying everything you need?
Pretty much with me just living on a few hills, it's like difficult, like in case I do forget something. It's difficult to carry all the stuff I already had plus extra stuff. And I like to keep everything with me at all times just in case like I need to go back and look at something for like maybe homework. Or like if a friend wants to meet up, I should have all the supplies just in case I have homework to do in a different class. So
So
it's like difficult to like just have it always around me. If that makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense. So it's difficult to carry everything plus the things you might need but you might not use at all.
Exactly.
Like, but you might need it just in case. But then you might
You
not
never
even end
know.
up using it.
You never know.
It's very hard to keep track of all of those things.
Exactly.
Okay, your bag right now, you're pretty okay with the bag that you have now, correct?
Correct.
So, is there anything that you wish could be improved on? Is there anything that, if you could, you would improve about it?
Just the color.
Just the color?
Like I said, not really a style person when it comes to my backpacks because I'm not like wanting people to look at my backpacks. I want people to look at my outfit. So I wasn't really worried about styles, worried about how many pockets it has. But if I had to go back, I would get the exact same backpack but in a different color.
That makes complete sense. So you have other friends at your college. What's their most challenging thing about going between classes and carrying all their stuff? What have you noticed?
Um, I feel like they have a lot more books than I do. So maybe like them just having a bigger bag because they've complained about having smaller bags than I do.
So more
So
storage.
more storage.
Are you in any sports or extra college activities that are outside of college?
I'm in I'm a collegiate dancer, so I dance on my dance team for school. And I help around the campus a lot with my friends and just I'm involved in a few extra things for the campus.
And what kind of supplies do you need to bring with you for those things?
More athletic wear and just extra athletic things. So like another pair of socks, shoes. For my internship, I have an internship at the athletic training room. Just like my iPad that I'm using currently, and just an extra pair of shorts, just in case something else happens. You never know.
So that also adds to keeping track of everything you need and the other stuff just in case, which you thought was the
Yes.
most challenging.
Honestly, keeping track of it's kind of like keeping track of your schedule. It's like keeping track of all your stuff. If I have a place to put all my things, like in my backpack, I don't need to worry about it. Like it's like there. Like it has a routine to go in a certain pocket. So it's like nice to have a big backpack with big pockets that I can just shove everything in and know where everything's at.
Okay, I think that about settles it. Thank you for
Perfect.
your time. I really
You're
appreciate this.
welcome. Always.
Thank you.
Welcome.